What is up, guys? Welcome to this live stream where we'll be answering your YouTube questions, whether that's on creating content, growing an audience, and making it all sustainable. You'll be answering your questions here. I'll have chapters linked down below if you are rewatching this live stream, so you can skip ahead to any of the questions that are asked within this live stream. So be sure to check that out. And we are going to get started. I know this isn't a very well-planned live stream. I didn't tell anyone about it. I just kind of started doing it and figured I would just roll with it and see if I get anyone to join. So we are going to just get started. And yeah, maybe eventually this could be something where it's going to be kind of like a weekly thing where I can kind of build a community of people who want to be a part of it. But let's get going. Hello, the Madoka. And what is up, Ultra Cubby? Thanks for joining. Hey, everyone. Hello, Ray. Thanks for joining. And yeah, if you have a question, feel free to leave any questions within the chat. And also, if you wouldn't mind, how is the audio coming through? Does it sound loud enough? Hope so, because I don't know if I can get it louder. So hopefully that is good. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions on YouTube or anything like that, or even on editing stuff, anything mobile related. Because a lot of times there's a lot of comments that come through on this channel, and it's like, oh geez, how do I, sometimes I don't have time to respond to them, but doing this, I have a chance to see exactly what you comment, be able to reply to it. So yeah. So let's see, on CapCut, I need to know how to do the B-roll, buzz. So B-roll, the easiest way to do B-roll is to use the overlay option. So if you click the back button all the way back, you're just looking at the settings for your video. There should be an overlay icon. You can click on that, and that'll put videos on top of your videos. So for B-roll, like what I do whenever I'm showing something, I'll just have my video playing, and then I'll just put an overlay over the top, and I'll turn the volume down. So, whatever that B-roll is, it's not, producing sound. And that way, my content's going through, but then I also have those different clips in between. You can also get stock footage for that. Like there's Pexels.com or the Pexels app, completely free stock footage and stock photos, which is pretty awesome. I use that all the time because I'll just search up, if I'm talking about like, if you watch like the first 30 seconds of that last video I posted on like creating courses, I just threw so much B-roll in the beginning there where it's just like working from home. I was like, okay, I'll just look up a video of someone typing on a computer. Boom, there's B-roll over the top that adds, interest to something. So yeah, in CapCut, just use the overlay button, and that'll get you the B-roll. All right. Hey, Sarah, welcome in. Glad to see you here. The Madoka, if I'm saying that right, oh boy, says, how many subscribers do you need to be monetized? Technically, so if you want to be monetized in the sense of like getting YouTube AdSense money where, someone clicks on the video and ad appears and you get paid for it, you need to be at 1,000 subscribers and you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time, which seems like a lot. But in reality, all you really need is like a video to get something like 10,000 views or just 10,000 views across your channel, which isn't a ton. It may seem like a lot, but it is not a lot. It's definitely doable, especially if you're making tutorials. However, monetization wise, you don't AdSense for most people, like just getting ads and making money from YouTube that way is usually the lowest income that you can get from YouTube. A lot of people think that you can just live off of getting ads from YouTube and it's like a good stream of income, but it really isn't because it's up and down and up and down. And sometimes people are watching a lot of your videos and sometimes, you only get a few views. Take my last video, I only got 400 views compared to the other videos, which were getting thousands. So the better option is to build a business around your YouTube channel. So instead, get people to watch your videos, but then lead them into other things. Like maybe you could sell merchandise. Maybe you could produce courses on Skillshare or Udemy. You could write an ebook. There's so many different avenues you go on. You could start like a Patreon or a Buy Me a Coffee where people can actually like donate money to you, or just support you for what you're doing and just believe in what you're doing. If you just have like 50 to 100 people giving you like $5 a month just because they believe in what you do, what is that? That's like, oh goodness, there's some math stuff. 50 times 100. So let's say you have $5 from people. You get 100 people to pay you $5 every single month. That's $500 a month. That's just from 100 people. You don't even need 1,000 subscribers for that. You just need 100 subscribers who are willing to pay you $5 a month. If they believe in what you're doing, if you're providing value to them, that's an easy way to monetize, and you can only have 100 subscribers. So there's a lot of different avenues you can go down. Don't wait for the 1,000 subscribers. One of my biggest regrets is not building businesses around my channel originally, because ultimately then you control the money. YouTube takes like 45% of the ad money that you get. So that's not a good business model, because you lose 45% to YouTube. If you're in the US, you lose like 30% to taxes. That doesn't leave you a big cut. Start your own business, make your own money, and I'd say explore those avenues. All right. We got the two brothers, sisters. Nice to see you here. Learn how to edit with CapCut. That's awesome. I've got way too many tutorials on CapCut, and there's probably going to be more coming. So literally best app ever for free. Love it. Lemonade says, and don't worry, I'm going through the whole list, so I'll get to everyone's questions here. I'm changing content from Roblox to Minecraft. How do I make it a smooth transition? So the main thing is with YouTube is when someone clicks on, it all depends is if your audience is going to be interested in that content. So if you don't have that huge of a following yet and you're making the switch, you should be fine. Because if you haven't built up a giant, following on Roblox, then it's not going to be that big of a shift. However, if you are at that point where you have a big enough audience watching, they might not be interested in Minecraft. So it might be a hard switch. For some things, like let's say you have some Roblox videos that are performing really well and getting a lot of views. YouTube is probably going to recommend your new content to them. And if that new content's on Minecraft and not Roblox, then the video is not going to perform well. So ultimately, you probably in the gaming niche want to build people around you and enjoying you as like an entertainer, as someone who plays a game, because then they'll follow you no matter what game you're playing. So whether it's Roblox or Minecraft or, horror games, like, PewDiePie can play any game he wants and people are going to watch him because they enjoy him as the person, or Markiplier or anything like that. So you need to build that community. Like, for example, what I'm trying to do is build a community, which is one of the reasons I'm live streaming. You want to build that audience of people. So no matter what content you produce, they're like, yeah, I love Lemonade. I want to follow him no matter what kind of content he produces, because he's entertaining, he's fun, makes me laugh, he makes me cry, building that audience. So yeah, if you got a small enough audience, just make the switch. You may lose some people, but if ultimately you're more passionate and enjoy Minecraft more than Roblox, make that switch. Definitely. What's up, Jackie? And you were welcome, Brittany. How do you make graphics on mobile? It all depends. Like I haven't gotten too deep into like graphics. Like if you're talking about like video graphics over a video, because you always make like design stuff within Canva, like graphically, it's a very good graphic design tool, Canva. If you're talking about video graphics, there is an app out there that specializes in like creating that kind of stuff. I'm just going to the App Store here and just seeing what it was called again. But it's completely designed for it. It is paid, I believe, or it might be free. I'd have to double check here. Let me see if I can find it real quick as I scroll through. A Light Motion A light motion. Let's see if we can get to focus there. Right there. A light motion, motion design and video effects. Should be on iPhone and Android. I haven't explored it fully yet, but from what I've been told, it's like people have said it's similar to After Effects, which, if it's similar to After Effects, definitely should be something to check out. That's the route I would go. Check out some Alight Motion tutorials, which I should probably do in the future here, because I'm sure people would want to do that. Let's keep going. I'll try to go quicker through these questions, so that way I can get to everyone, because I think I got a longer list of comments here. Can you make a Series K mobile gaming channel? I do plan to have some videos on mobile gaming coming out shortly, where I'll kind of get into that tutorial process. I do have 2 videos out previously. If you just search like Colin Michael mobile gaming, I've got one on how to film mobile gaming videos, and I also have one on how to edit mobile gaming videos. But I will be doing an update to it in the coming months, so keep an eye out for that. But until then, I do have some tutorials on mobile gaming. Hello, that girl. Let's see. Hey, bro, thanks for the CapCut stuff. Thank you. I'm all over that. Awesome. Glad you are enjoying it. It seems like a lot of my top performing videos have been CapCut videos. So I've realized that producing that content, I think a lot of people on this channel are using CapCut, which I think is why those videos perform well. So definitely more on the way. Let's see. How do you make graphics? So I usually use either LumaFusion or CapCut to edit my videos. And a lot of times I'm just using the different text effects that are just built into these apps. So like, for example, like CapCut. I'll, type out my text. I'll make it have a black background, and then I'll do a transition in and a transition out. So basically what that does is it can like slide in the text and then slide off the screen, and it makes it look really professional. Or you can have it fade in, fade out. That's what I usually do. Or even for any of my text stuff. So that's the route I go. Nothing super fancy, just using the basic text effects and transitions is mainly what I'm doing. Oko Promise asks, what about Instagram monetization? How many subscribers do you need your content creator to be monetized? It's similar as well. Like, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think Instagram has some monetization route, if at least like Reels or something like that. But again, the end result is that you don't want to be dependent on a platform, because what if that platform decides that, oh, I want to keep all the revenue now from all the ads we're putting on your videos, or, oh, I don't like the content you're creating, so I'm removing you from the platform. And not only do you lose your entire audience, but you lose all your revenue. So you don't want to be dependent on one platform. Amazing as YouTube is, as amazing as Instagram is, things happen. People get banned for, things they say. People can get demonetized, or, a platform could change and just be like, hey, we want to keep all the money. Sorry, people are probably going to still put out content regardless of whether they're making money or not. So we're just going to take all the money. YouTube could do that like tomorrow if they really wanted to. They're not forced to give, any creators any like ad money. So you want to create a business that you've created on your own website that brings money in, whether that's like a service, whether that, you're providing a service to someone like a consultant, or you're editing videos, or, you're doing, or maybe graphic designing for someone, or helping them with social media, create that business and then use these platforms to bring people to your business. And some people don't even like the idea of being like a business owner either. They're like, I just want to post videos online and, have fun. And there's no problem with that, and you can use Instagram and YouTube to make that type of money. But at the end of the day, they can cut that revenue. So you do have to think business wise. If you want to do this long term, if you want to be a full-time creator, or even a part-time creator, and you want this to be a real revenue source, you got to create your own business. no matter which way, you go. So yeah, you could probably get monetized on Instagram in some way, shape, or form, but do it now. Just do it now. You could start make money in a few months and, possibly, make that a full-time income. That's the route you need to go if you're wanting to do it long term. What is up, Mr. Link? Please say my name in video. NS2 brother, sister. I don't know if a live stream counts as a video. Let's see here. Can you do a really advanced CapCut video? Potentially. I mean, I've thought about doing a part 2 to the advanced editing tips, and I'll be honest, the advanced editing tips video was not super advanced. What I've come to find out is there's a lot of people on that bottom level who don't know how to edit. So even though a lot of the things that I was saying in that video were pretty basic, to a lot of people, that's pretty advanced. Because, if you're just starting out in editing, it's some advanced stuff. So I might do part 2s of that. But I also kind of have individualized a lot of those steps, like masking video that I came out with, or the like how to remove a background without a green screen. Like those types of videos, there's a lot of people just searching for that exact tip versus just looking for, an advanced editing tips where I have like 10 tips all labeled out there. But I will have some more advanced stuff coming out. I will do that. Like how to use all the filters and effects. That was actually one of the things I had on my list, which was like best video effects for TikTok Reels and YouTube Shorts. So if that interests you, if you want to learn more about filters and effects and stuff like that, I will put that on my list of videos to do. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Let's keep it going. How do you make a gaming channel on mobile and how do you edit? Boom. I think I already kind of answered that a bit, but I've got those 2 videos up there currently that you can watch on how to make gaming videos on my channel. And then I will have an updated one coming out shortly for 2022. And that'll have more up-to-date information, but even still, the content's not like super out of date. You should be able to watch it and learn all those steps. What is up, Mr. Steven? Nice to see you here, sir. Let's see. I would pronounce your name, but I'm going to totally mess it up, so I'm not going to. Sometimes when I put videos into CapCut, the video size is too big. How can I reduce the size of the video? I personally have not gotten that error before. However, if you're going to reduce the size within CapCut, here might be the one thing to check. See how much storage you have on your phone. Because technically, when you create a project within CapCut and you put the same video into the CapCut editor, it's basically doubling the size of that video. So you already have the video saved on your phone. And then by putting it into a CapCut project, it's basically making a duplicate of that video. So it takes up double the space. So if it's a really big video, let's say you only have let's say it's like a 16 gigabyte video and you have 25 of 32 gigabytes on your phone. When you put it in the CapCut, it's going to say the size is too big. So it could be, you're at your max capacity of your phone, and that's why it's saying that. And you should probably either clear up space, put stuff into the cloud, like Google Photos or iCloud, something like that. However, what you could probably do, 2 ways to lower the size. One would be to film in a lower resolution. So you could probably get all the way down to, the lowest I'd go would be like 720p HD. That's decent enough still. Otherwise, there should be an app that you can download either on iPhone or Android that can compress a video. So if you searched like a video compressor on the App Store, you should be able to pull one up that'll be able to compress a video down to where, it's not going to take up as much space. However, it's going to make the video a lower quality anyway. So, that might work, if you already recorded in high quality, get a compressor, lower it down to like 720p or something like that. And then in the future, just record in a lower resolution or get more storage. One of those 2. What is up, SK Gamer? Mr. Williams says, is this your full-time job now? No, it is not yet. I am doing it part-time. So I only work part-time at my real job, and I do this part-time. But I am hoping that in 2022, I'll be able to quit my job and do this full-time. So I'm on my way. But one of the things I'm trying to do is create more income streams. Because again, I want to be relying on just YouTube ad revenue. I want to be like, oh yeah, I'm making money from courses. I've got maybe like an ebook. Maybe I have a Patreon where I give you guys like personal live streams or, different things like that for supporting the channel. Possibly going into like consulting for people who want to grow their YouTube channel and are willing to pay for like a one-on-one, different things like that. So once I've established a few more of those, I'll feel comfortable to go full time. Like right now, I'm doing decently well. But yeah, ultimately stability, I got a baby. I gotta make sure I can feed my babies. So not full time yet, but hopefully soon with your help. Let's see. Parth FN says, how would I start live streaming on YouTube? How would I get myself out there with gaming? I think the big thing with getting out in gaming, there's a few different routes you can go. And this is coming from someone who doesn't create gaming content. So take that with a grain of salt. Number one, I think getting out there with gaming content could be making tutorials for that specific game, because then you're going to get that audience who might be interested in watching you play the game. So let's do an example here. Minecraft, new update just came out. There, you could make videos on the new update, how to find, those weird crystals in the ground, best places to now find diamond with Minecraft update this, how to beat the Ender Dragon fast in Minecraft update this. This is huge opportunity time for Minecraft people because a new update's out, which means all the old information that existed out there is out the door. How to trade with villagers in the new Minecraft update. It could be the exact same thing as the old update, but because you just posted that you have the newest information, now everyone's going to go watch that video over, this other video that has like 1 million views. Oh, that's for the older updates. I need the newest information because what if something changed? So they're going to watch you over that person. So that's one way. Tutorial content that'll attract that audience. The other thing that I think would be important is storytelling. Making a good story, building suspense, have a certain goal that you're trying to achieve, and bring the audience along with that journey. That's what Dream does in his manhunts. Another area that I saw like great storytelling in gaming. And even if you're not a gamer, like storytelling is literally like what we've done for thousands of years is tell stories. And that's how we've connected with other human beings. It's a secret that keeps people engaged and will watch your content all the way through till the end. DayZ, the survival game, like DAYZ, the letter, there's literally content, like little movies people make that are an hour, 2 hours long of just them playing DayZ, but they tell a story. They're like, there's these clans and we're going to try and build this base on an island and we need to gather resources, but oh no, we died here and now we got to grab all our stuff again. And they just tell this amazing story that just keeps you captivated. And they add music, they add sound effects, they make it intense. Doing that is going to make you completely stand out than the random person who's like, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my Minecraft play. Be sure to subscribe. I'm already done. I'm going on to something else. Tell a story or even make it just a game like Manhunt. So that'd be the route I would go. Tutorial content's a great way to just appeal to search and then appeal to suggested videos too, where you're nailing that title and that thumbnail that provokes curiosity of a certain story that you're going to tell, and just learn storytelling. If you learn to tell a good story and you get good at storytelling, which is something I plan to do as well in 2022, crafting, making my content more story-based. I think that's really going to help you stand out and grow your channel faster. So that'd be the 2 ways I would personally go. Let's move on. Good question. So Jackie asks, does YouTube actually unsubscribe you from channels, or is that a lie that YouTubers make up? It's true if like an account is super inactive or it was a spam account that was using like sub for sub and stuff like that, YouTube will delete those channels and you will, lose obviously that subscriber. If you're an active YouTuber and you're watching videos on the platform, YouTube's not going to go in and just unsubscribe you from someone. It's usually due to an account not having like any activity, and then YouTube just kind of deletes the account. So that's the only spot where they'd really unsubscribe. But YouTube's not maliciously after active users. It's more of just, oh, this person hasn't been on YouTube for like 2 years. We're just going to delete their account because it's taking up information and space in our storage systems. It's probably more related to that. Izzy says, how can I get more views on my videos? There are a few ways to get more views. I think the biggest thing that people need to focus on is getting people to click. So if you go right now, Izzy, into your YouTube studio, go through all your videos and look at how many impressions you've gotten on those videos. It might be 20, might be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000 impressions. Every single impression, basically what an impression is inside of YouTube, is someone saw your thumbnail and title and for at least 1 second. That's what an impression is. I saw this person's thumbnail and their title for at least 1 second, and then your CTR or your click-through rate is how many people, after they saw your thumbnail and your title for 1 second, actually clicked on that video. So something you'll find is that YouTube's always recommending your content to people. Always. I have videos from 7 years ago that was a PowerPoint on one of my old channels. A PowerPoint. It had a PowerPoint thumbnail. It had a not interesting title. It was just me talking into a microphone and showing a PowerPoint. And you couldn't even see my face. It was just, screen recording. And that PowerPoint is still getting impressions. YouTube is still trying to get people to watch that video. And it's 7 years ago. You think YouTube would have given up by now, but they didn't. But the thumbnail and the title is not getting people to click. It has no click-through rate. So go through your videos and look at impressions versus click-through rate. And what you might find is that, YouTube's trying really hard. They're pushing this out. You could do the lifetime of the video, search that, not just 28 days, the lifetime of the video. And you're like, man, YouTube showed this to 100 people and only 5 people clicked. Why wasn't it a greater number of people who clicked on the video? It's probably because your title and your thumbnail were not enticing enough. It wasn't an interesting thing. Maybe you were just shoving keywords in there, and so people just saw that and were like, this doesn't look enticing. And YouTube's just, still trying, but it's just the title and the thumbnail's not working. I think that is the biggest key that people should focus on right out the gate, is just getting your click-through rate up. If you can get people to click on your video and try and watch it, if it's an interesting topic and it provokes curiosity, or it tells like breaking news, or tells someone that, hey, you can learn this valuable skill in your game or in whatever niche you're in, focus on that first. Once you're good at getting people to click on your videos, you can work on keeping them watching till the end. That'd be my first focus, because at the end of the day, YouTube's goal is to get people to click on your video, watch it till the end, and then watch another video. That's all YouTube is trying to do. Find videos that people want to click on, watch till the end, and that gets them to watch another video. So does your content do that? The first step is getting people to click, And then you can worry about keeping people watching till the end, like cutting out an intro, just getting right into the content. That's what Mr. Beast does. He doesn't have, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell notifications. Mr. Beast doesn't do that. He just jumps right into it. Like, what was his newest video? I'm going to be chased by these men in the army. We've got like 10 seconds. Go, go, go. And he's off running. Like, he has like 2-second intro where he just kind of explains what's happening and then just goes into it. That's how every one of our videos should be. It's just jump right into it, because no one cares about your intro. So, ultimately just focus on get people to click, and then focus on trying to grow your audience retention and keep people interested using B-roll, keeping it exciting, different camera angles, text on the screen, stuff like that. But long-winded answer, but a good question. I'm Indian, bro. You. Nice, Steven. Let's see. I might skip some of these if I've already talked on the topic. So, like this one, how can I get a lot of views and subs on my video? Just get people to click and watch till the end. Again, that same message. We got to get people to click on our videos and watch it till the end. Keep it engaging, keep it interesting. And YouTube will tell you that. YouTube's not going to lie. They're going to tell you the hard truth, and that, hey, your video sucks. No one's clicking on it. We showed this to 200 people and 4 of them clicked. Like, what else do you want us to do there? We're trying to get people to click on this video, but no one wants to. Make it a good topic, and don't worry about keyword research. Don't worry about tags. Don't worry about anything like that. Make it a good title that intrigues people and gets them interested. That's like, whoa, I'd want to watch a video like that. Whoa, that's interesting. Or, wow, I'd never, he's going to do something crazy in this game that I've never, seen someone try to do before. I'm going to click on this and watch and look at the photo on that thumbnail. Is that an actual scene from the video where, he's like falling off a cliff? Will he survive? I don't know. I better click. That might be a silly example, but again, you should have the highest click-through rate possible. And that should be your first focus, and then worry about getting people to watch till the end. Can you do a camera review? I could. Camera recommendations. Your phone. Any phone. Just just start recording. Real camera recommendations. This was after other camera I upgraded to. This is a Sony ZV-1. It's very pocketable. It can fit in a pocket. Very nice. I think it's like $700. It gives you a nice blurry background. If you're going to upgrade from phone to camera, I would say get this. Very compact, easy to take with. Not like a big DSLR or something. Look at this guy. He's got a Samsung Galaxy Tab 7 Plus to edit everything with CapCut, and he's doing well. Use what you got, ultimately. That's, at the end of the day, camera's not going to help you improve your videos. It's going to be the thumbnail, the title, and hooking people till the end, keeping them interested and keeping them watching your content. I think I might have answered this one. Live streaming on YouTube. If you're going to go to live, that might be the one thing I didn't touch about with gaming, other than the tutorial stuff, but like actual live streaming. There's apps out there that you can live stream from for mobile gaming. But ultimately you got to get people there to watch your live streams. Like, I have, a somewhat big audience. So if I do a live stream, people will come in and out of this live stream. 12 people isn't like a ton of people. That's what it says right now. But people will come in and out and watch this. So I already have somewhat of an audience there that I can talk to, but you got to get them there first. So that's where that tutorial stuff can be useful. Hello, but I'm a 2L Colin, not a 1L, but still hi. Hello. Can you make a video about PC video editing like Premiere Pro? I do plan to go that route because I think a lot of people who start off on YouTube end up getting cameras and computers and stuff like that. So I do plan to get into the computer editing area pretty soon here. So yes, stay tuned for that. I'll definitely do that, Mr. Lemonade. Thank you, Kira. Nice to see you here. Let's see. What is your business you're creating? So business-wise, I'm creating in a few areas. So right now, main streams of income that I have is YouTube AdSense. So ads play on the video, I can make money that way. The other is brand deals, working with brands, whether that's video editing software, whether that's products, software, or even just being a consultant for brands and being knowledgeable within a certain niche. Those are different ways, I can work with brands and they'll pay me. I also have courses out on Skillshare, which Skillshare is like a course marketplace. If you want to learn more about creating money that way, obviously the last video I did talks all about that. But I make money by producing courses on there. People watch them and I make money that way. And then future income streams that I want to get into is kind of the Patreon route or buy me a coffee, where it's kind of like a monthly subscription for people who want to support the channel. There is also, I want to get into video editing a bit, just doing freelance, mainly because I want active sources of income. So, all of us here, anyone here who's doing like video editing and producing YouTube videos, you're learning the skill of editing that you could literally go to other people and edit their videos and make money from. So, I want to build up somewhat of a portfolio there, just so that way it's like, hey, if I ever have to, I can just start editing videos for people and making money that way. I'm going to be producing more courses. And I think those are pretty much the main three I'm aiming for. So courses, video editing, and ultimately, the more sources you have flowing into your life, the better. Technically, like a full-time job. If you have a full-time job and a pandemic happens and your boss says we have to let you go, you've just lost all your income. So, really in a technical sense, having a full-time, just regular job and that being your only source of income is actually really unstable. It's not a very stable source because you could lose it at any second. You can make a mistake. Your boss could just fire you. The company could lose money and then you just lose your job because the company's going bankrupt. There's so many different, there's plenty of people in safe jobs that lose their jobs. So by diversifying your income and being like, hey, I am making money from like a job that I go to in person, but I also have all these other streams of income that are online from courses and from YouTube and from brands and from different things like that. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, if one income source disappears, I've got like 3 to 5 others that are bringing me money in to where it's something that's stable and sustainable. That's the ultimate goal, is multiple streams. And I'm sure I'm going to get more. I'm sure at some point I'm going to have like 20 different income streams. Like even, I'm into music. I can make beats for YouTubers where it's like, oh, here's all this background music you can get. You get like 20 background songs for your YouTube videos. You pay $10. You get these 20 background songs. You can use them wherever. That could be an income source. Or maybe I'm good at taking photos and videos. And so I sell my photos and videos to stock companies where they sell stock footage and stock photos. Now, anytime someone downloads my photos and videos, I'm making an income source there. So there's so many different, avenues you can go down. And so many you could start with less than 1,000 subscribers too. So those are the ones I'm personally aiming for. But there's so much opportunity out there. Let's see. How would I get my first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube? It was challenging to get my first 200. If you actually go back on my channel, I have a video of me 6 months in to like YouTube, and I think it was my 100 subscriber special on this channel. I have a 100 subscriber special where it's like, we've reached 100 subscribers. Yes. This is a big step for me. I say in the video, ultimately it is difficult to get that snowball rolling. Because you're learning so many things at the same time too. We're all of us, we're not experts at this. We don't have like extensive camera experience or editing experience, and being able to have graphic design for thumbnails and knowledge on like copywriting and marketing for how to write titles that entice people, or how to hold someone's attention and keep them engaged. There's so many different areas you have to be good at in order to grow on YouTube. So it is something that takes some time to get the ball rolling. For me, I had 2,000 subscribers in April of 2020, and now at the end of 2021 here, I'm approaching 100,000. That ball started rolling pretty quick once I started learning what was working and what wasn't. Ultimately, what I would recommend if you are trying to grow is to, number one, niche down. You need to niche down on one topic and one topic only, and it should be very niche. So if you're in gaming, you should probably stick to one game. If you are, if you're, teaching like camera stuff, or you're teaching like agriculture, or, anything, you need to be very niche down and only on that topic. And then make number two, after niching down, is making a series of videos that are bingeable. So maybe, let's just say in a gaming sense, you make Minecraft videos, okay? And maybe you make some tutorials out there, and then you let people know that you have a playlist that is the, beginner to expert in Minecraft, to where you can make XP farms, and you can, farm animals really well, and you can build these like houses that fight off mobs by themselves. You could go into all this different stuff, but it'd be a playlist of content going through a series. So what then happens is people watch that one video and are drawn in, and then they click on the playlist, and now they're stuck watching more videos. And that sends to YouTube, oh, we got to promote this video. This video that this guy produced gets people to watch 5 videos in a row. We need to send this video as far as possible, because then we're going to get so much more money off of our, ads. And that's what I've done on my channel. Like, a lot of you watch my like original CapCut tutorial, and then you went and watched the advanced one, and then you went and watched more CapCut tutorials and more CapCut tutorials. And before you knew it, you were watching like 4 or 5. And I've gotten comments from people who are like, man, you just took me down a rabbit trail of watching all these CapCut videos. And that's the idea. You bring them into one video, but you got to get them to the next one and the next one. And that's ultimately what's going to get YouTube to promote your content. So what I would recommend, especially with getting your first 1,000, is to create tutorials, because tutorials are searchable. People can find them, and you can get a lot of views from it. And if it is a tutorial within your niche, where you're teaching something, or you're talking about the best 7 items in this game, or the best tips for beginners, or whatever your niche is, you start making tutorials there. And you draw that audience in, you'll get 1,000 subscribers real fast. Because you're getting views, you're getting, for about every, if I'm not mistaken, it's about for every 100,000 views on my channel, I get 1,000 subscribers. For every 100,000 views, I get 1,000 subscribers. And that might be true for your channel. It might be less. It might actually be more. But I know for me, 100,000 views, I get 1,000 subscribers. So now the question is, how do you get 100,000 views so that way you can get 1,000 subscribers? If that was the case, if it's the same for my channel, it's the same for yours. The goal is then, how do I get 100,000 views to my channel? By creating tutorials, especially with 2022 coming up. This is the opportunity to have the most up-to-date Minecraft tutorial, the most up-to-date farming tutorial, the most up-to-date how to bake a cake in 2022 tutorial, this is the opportunity right here, because we're going into the new year and people are going to be searching, whatever tutorial in 2022. This is the opportunity to hop on that bandwagon. Find a way to get 100,000 views, and that's going to be tutorial content, or it's going to be some really darn good storytelling. But I think tutorials are a lot easier for beginners to get started. I do have a few videos on my channel. If you go to my playlist section, there is a whole playlist on how to get more views on YouTube, where I've got my content. I've got like Daryl Eves in there. I've got Roberto Blake. I've got a lot of, creators in there who give like excellent YouTube advice for really getting to that first 1,000 subscribers. So I definitely recommend checking that out for growing your channel to 1,000. So hope that is helpful. Let's see here. Hello, Sophie. Nice to see you in here. Okay, here's this. We were just talking about tutorials. I want you to read this here. One reason I like your CapCut tutorials is because you break it down. The other people make you figure it out and don't talk. That is something I saw immediately when I was looking into creating tutorials. It's like I'd click on one of these and it would be silent. There'd be weird music playing in the background, and all they're doing is putting text on the screen to like explain something to me, like, hello, and thank you for watching my YouTube video. 5 seconds later, please be sure to subscribe. It's like, what? There's no face on the screen. There's no one talking. There's no audio. Like, this is horrible. This is the worst tutorial I've ever seen. Like, why isn't there someone talking, being like positive and engaging and excited about this stuff and like, showing some personality? Like, there's probably so many gaming tutorials out there that are doing the exact same thing. There's probably other tutorials where people are too busy talking in the first minute about subscribing to the channel, where you could go in and just give the information right away. I have had so many people subscribe to this channel because they were like, dude, you just got right into it and you didn't blab on for endless amount of time. Even though I do have a tendency to blab, I write a script and I'm like, in this video, you're going to be learning how to remove the background. Let's jump into it. Boom, I'm in the tutorial. That's a way you can stand out. Just don't, make it a good video where it's really clean. And like, at the end of the day, you just have to be better than the next person. So you watch someone's video, you can find areas where they messed up, or maybe they blabbed about something in the first minute, or they didn't get to the point. And you can see even in the comment section, negative comments and whatnot. Those are opportunities, so take them. And thank you for that comment. So let's see. So I once used an audio from CapCut, and after I uploaded the video, I got a copyright claim. Aren't the songs on CapCut free? So from my ultimately reach out to CapCut and find out about the music. From CapCut is the same creator of TikTok. So a lot of the things in there, if you're adding songs, you can put it on TikTok. You're not going to receive a copyright claim. At the end of the day, the only music you really want to be using is either music from a website that is saying it's copyright free, or that you're paying for, would be the ultimate goal. Like for example, I use Epidemic Sound. I have a link down below where you can get a free trial of it for 30 days. And all the music I use is from there. And I know I don't have to worry about a copyright strike or anything like that. CapCut music wise, you should be good on like short form content. But it could be also that some of those songs are copyrighted. So, just be careful with that. But ultimately, from now on, I would say if you are getting copyright claims, go to one of those. There's free copyright music out there that you can get from websites, and also the paid stuff. I like the paid stuff just because it's usually more premium and well done. That'd be my opinion. But also reach out to CapCut, because that's ultimately what you want to do, and make sure they might have certain stuff in there that is copyrighted that can be used within TikTok, for like 15, 30 seconds. But they also might have a section where there is copyright free music. I'm just not 100% sure on it. Hello, Mr. K. Thanks for joining the live stream. Let's see here. Scrolling through the comments. It's 3 a.m. See, that's the problem. I don't know, comment where you guys are from. I want to see where everyone's from. Because, I was doing times. I was like, what time is it in India? What time is it in the Philippines? Because I do have a bigger audience there. And then there's people in the UK. And, it's difficult. It's difficult trying to line up a live stream with the entire world. With trying to get everyone on board. So I'm sorry, but don't worry. Replays are going to be, you'll be able to watch this, replay this. And I am going to have all the, if you do hop out of this live stream and come back, I'm going to have chapters for each of the questions. So you can kind of jump through the live stream, see what people ask, and, get to the content you actually want to watch. Hint, that's a way you can increase your watch time, is if you do answer questions on a YouTube and you put chapters in, someone might skip through like 3 or 4 questions. That's more watch time because you're getting people right to the value that they want. They can look at every question in this live stream and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn how to get more views. Oh yeah, I'm doing a gaming video. Oh yeah, I had this CapCut problem. And they'll just skip through the video and get more watch time. So I'll see you later, Jackie. You're probably gone already, but go to sleep. 3 in the mornings early. Don't stay up just to watch me. Let's see. So let's see. Here's another one. I think it's similar, using a shorter, using audio again that could be copyrighted. Yeah. Ultimately, make sure you're using like the free copyright stuff, or reach out to CapCut and see if they have a section just with the copyright free stuff. Thank you, Mr. Radox. Appreciate it. What is up, Mr. Frank Productions? Are you going to do other editing app tutorials? Potentially. Something I have found too is when I do multiple different app tutorials, they might perform well, but then I just get a really confused audience because I've got people who are interested in CapCut. I've got people who are interested in other editing apps, and then they're all on this channel. And so some want these tutorials, some want these tutorials, some want these tutorials. Some of the content in the future is going to be pretty general, or attempted general, that is more applicable to everyone who's already subscribed to this channel, instead of just the CapCut and the InShot audience and the LumaFusion and all that. So there'll be more tutorials coming out, some of them editing related, but hopefully stuff that you can use in any editor that you choose. Even though my preference is to CapCut, just because, regardless of sponsorship or not, I still think CapCut's the best app. So, I would love to do a video together if you are still here, Miss Kira. That'd be fun. Continue my side income show. That'd be fun. So let's see. Question. I really don't know how to go about my new channel. I'm really confused. Well, if you could explain a little more detail, I will do my best to help you out, sir. How to clear storage on phone because it's not working. Ultimately, if you are on Android, you can go to like device care and see what's taking up all the storage. Very well could just be software taking up all of your storage. Or get an SD card if you are on Android and you have a phone that accepts that. That might be a way to just increase storage instead of clear it out if you'd have too small of a gigabyte storage. Or get something like Google Photos or something like that, where you can put stuff into the cloud so you can free up more space on your phone. Hey, see, I told you I was timing it for the Philippines. I knew it was morning there. Thanks for coming on, sir. Thank you. I was timing it for you guys. I was thinking of you. Let's see. Scrolling through. Lemon. Wait, so there's lemon and there's lemonade that have both been in this chat. Pretty funny that there's two different lemon related people in this chat. Interesting. I don't know if I remember you, but I'm sure if I go back to my VN or before I made VN tutorials, I'm sure I'd see your comment. But it's nice to see you here. Glad that I have a longer term viewer here that's joining on. Appreciate it. Good day, mate. Sam Saman. Nice to see you, mate. How can I get 1 million subs? I would sure like to know too. Ultimately, you know, a lot of those people who have 1 million subscribers, what are they doing? They are really good storytellers. They are really good storytellers. That's my focus, storytelling. You make good stories, keep people engaged, get them to watch more of your videos. Why do you think Odd Ones Out just jumped out of nowhere and just got millions of subscribers? He was telling good stories. You know, storytelling, it's important. Let's see. What do you recommend the best 3-axis gimbal is for a smartphone user? I've used a few. I actually think I might have one. I've used this one here. This is the Zhiyun Smooth Q3. Favorite thing about this, it's so compact. This is so easy to throw into a bag, like a really small bag, or a purse or something like that. Really compact and easy to take. It doesn't have the best angles, but again, stabilizes the footage really well. You know, I think this is decent. I think it's only like 80, 90 bucks. I do have a video on it. If you go back, there should be like an affiliate link. And then you can also just see how the footage looks with this stabilizer. The other thing would be like the Osmo Mobile, like the OM5. You know, DJI makes really high quality stabilizers for smartphones, except it is 150 bucks or 130 bucks or something like that. So it is expensive, but it is also high quality. So one of those two, depending what budget range you're in. Mr. Adam, you're welcome, sir. I'm glad I could help you with editing for school assignments. Thank you. I'm glad I could help. What is up, Fit Foxy? And we finally got the areas where people are from. I need to go faster through these, man. New York, Indiana, Manchester, UK, Caribbean, the Caribbean. So yeah, we got people everywhere. I'm Wisconsin based. Midwest fam, Indiana, Culver's, cheese curds. Let's go. I don't have a video on how to make sections in your video. Basically, the sections or the chapters is you just type 0. I don't know what you call it. I'm horrible with grammar related stuff. I think it's :00. And then you just write like intro, and then you just do the timestamps. But you have to start with 0 as the first timestamp, and then you can go through and add different timestamps just in your description. If you go to the description of one of, I'm trying to think what video I had timestamps in. I think my like how to create a YouTube channel on mobile video. It should be like the top video you see if you just click on my channel name. That has, if you go in the description, you'll see the timestamps and how they're supposed to be laid out. So let's see. I think you should talk about YouTube growth stuff as well. Absolutely. I love YouTube growth stuff. And there's a lot of that in this live stream too. If you did come in a little later, again, I'll have all the chapters for this after this live stream, so you can go back and look at any other questions people have asked in this live stream, which will be nice. Let's see. So recently uploaded first gaming video. How can I make my channel grow? I did touch on this earlier a bit, so I won't go too in depth, but I will say tutorial content. Focus on that. Make good tutorials for the niche that you're in, the gaming, whatever game that you play. Make tutorial content and make it good. Make it really good. Show your face, talk, show your screen, be engaging. Don't have a long intro. Just get into it. Ultimately, what we came down to earlier, for me and my channel, 100,000 views got me 1,000 subscribers, and it still does, you know. So if you can get 100,000 views, you'll get 1,000 subscribers. So the question is, how do you get 100,000 views? Make good tutorials. People will be searching for them. They'll see, if you make it a good title and a good thumbnail, that really gets people to click and think, hey, this is professionally done. And you will know it's a good thumbnail and title based on impressions and your click-through rate. Impressions is how many people saw your thumbnail and title, and click-through rate is how many people clicked on it. No one's clicking on it. You got a bad thumbnail. You got a bad title. You're going to need to change it and make another thumbnail for the video you already posted. Sometimes you got to make 5 thumbnails for one video you've already posted just to get it going. But yeah. Let's see. I'm not sure if I do remember you. I do see a lot of people on here, but you're welcome, sir. Probably going to wrap this up here in a bit just because we hit an hour. I don't want to go too much longer. So any final questions? We'll do a rapid round. So any questions you've got before I close out the stream, put them in the post them in the chat. I'm going to rapidly go through them, and then we're going to wrap up this live stream because it is getting later. And thank you for coming on. Appreciate you all showing up on random notice to watch me blab about stuff. Should be nice. All right, let's do some wrap up Q&A. Here we go. You should do a video on how to add end cards on CapCut or mobile. I could do that. That is a good idea. I will add that to my list of things. Sneak peek, you're going to need to go into a web browser like Safari or Chrome and open up the web browser version of YouTube Studio, because there is no just using the YouTube Studio app to add the end cards or whatnot. You have to actually go through YouTube Studio on a web browser, the desktop version. So I will make a tutorial on that. So thank you. Thank you for the idea. Let's keep going. Why some new channels suddenly gets a lot of views after a few days or weeks? Is there a trick to that? Sometimes it can be YouTube trying to figure out who the right audience is for the video. For example, I had a video in the past where it's just how to add music to a YouTube video in 2019. I think it's actually still up, but for the first few months, I wasn't getting that many views, and then it just took off, and YouTube found the right people to give this video to, and it's, it got something like 80,000 views or something like that. So sometimes when you do produce a video, it does take time for it to get going. And that also could be because maybe if I would have updated the thumbnail sooner or changed the title and try to make it more engaging, I probably could have gotten up higher a lot quicker. But that's usually why. Sometimes it just takes time for YouTube to figure out where it's supposed to go and who's supposed to see it. And maybe for some reason, it just started getting more clicks. Sometimes YouTube's weird. I do care about you. How do I make more engagement on IG doing reels? I guess it all depends what you mean on engagement. If it's view-wise, it's ultimately making that video more engaging, adding things like B-roll, adding text, hooking the viewer in the first second or 2 seconds, of that video. I'm not as prevalent on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, even though I plan to be. I've had some content have good success, and it was because I hooked the viewer right away. I did different camera angles. I added things on top of the video, different overlays and stickers. That's what got things to perform. Next, do you recommend any specific camera skills for making a short film or any specific equipment? Camera skills wise, Film Riot has a lot of good content on short films and creating short films. Ultimately, the skill you want to learn probably is camera angles. If you search, oh my goodness, let me just see here. Going to YouTube for you to find this playlist. But there is a playlist, I think, on my channel, potentially. I can't find it off the top of my head, but learn camera angles is the main thing you're going to want to learn. Like, and what those angles tell you. Like, there's the Dutch angle where the camera's tilted sideways. That kind of, shows something off about the scene. Different camera angles can tell a different story and make a person feel something different. And ultimately, for a short film, the goal is the story and the script. It doesn't really matter about the camera techniques per se, as long as you're telling a good story and you have a good script. I think that's probably the most important part of any film, not necessarily the camera quality. Things did well in the 60s and are still being shown on TVs because people made good scripts and told good stories. Like the original Star Trek in the 60s, it's still big because it's good storytelling. It hooked people in, even though it wasn't the most advanced cameras and stuff like that. How often should I post videos to grow my channel? You should as often as you can without ruining the quality of your videos and without burning out. So the more videos ultimately that you upload, it's the more chances that people will find your videos, the more opportunities for, videos to take off. So the more content out there, usually the better. But if it's junky content and you're not learning from it and you're not improving and you're just pushing out like all this stuff and you're not actually working on becoming a better YouTuber and hooking someone's audience better, it's not worth it to put out all that content. I do once a week because I've experienced burnout before and I don't want to do that. But if you're in a mood to create a lot of content, just schedule out content. Just upload once a week, but you can schedule stuff in YouTube to be posted. So maybe you can make 2 months of content so you don't have to post for a while, but you can make a really good video with all that extra time. Or just take a break from YouTube. One of those two. I do remember this question from last time. I have thought about doing a Discord. I just haven't gotten around to it. I wanted to first see if I can build a community on live streaming. Like if we can get like 50 to 100 people on a live stream regularly, if I do end up doing this consistently, I think at that point it might be worth it to have a Discord, because then we at least have a community of like 50 to 100 people, who can actually engage in the Discord. So something in the future, but I want to make sure I can, get people to the Discord first. Called out. I'm going to tag him at this timestamp. You've been called out. Oh, he's here. He is in the room. Vaughn Michael, you are being called out. I'm actually one who subbed your brother when you gave him a shout out, but I noticed he never uploads anymore. What's going on? The Vaughn Michael, what's going on? This is the dude right here. Creating content. I sent all like 10 subscribers over. Thank you though. Thank you, Mr. Fiber Invader, for subscribing to my brother. I appreciate it. You did your job. So thank you. Let's see. Final questions. You see, even John's had something similar we were talking about. Same. I had one that took 2 months before it gained 1K views per day, and it got stuck in 54K views for a month now. I'm so confused. So sometimes content takes off, but I think something you can check audience retention, check impressions, check click-through rate. Maybe YouTube was pushing out that, go to the spot where it died, where it was going up and then just went flat. and maybe curve down? Did the click-through rate stop? Did the, or did the audience retention like just tank? Maybe people just weren't interested. The new people were clicking on it, weren't watching it through till the end. You can check your analytics. If it is something just like click-through rate, people aren't just clicking on your thumbnail and title, you could update that and get that video to take off again. So check those analytics. I will make a video on analytics because I really want to get into that. I'm not sure why you're crying. I'm sorry. I might have missed something from you, but I don't see it. All right. Last question here from John. Is it fine to upload random content instead of focusing on one niche? It all depends on what your goal is for YouTube. So if your goal is to turn this into a full-time income, to be a big YouTuber, to grow an audience, you want to focus on one niche. You don't want to split off into a million different things. If your goal is just to have fun with YouTube and post stuff, just go ahead and post stuff. But by posting random things, YouTube doesn't know what your channel's about, and it makes it harder for them to recommend other videos to you. So, if you have a Minecraft video and you have a Roblox video, and then you have, gardening, and then you have how to cook, maybe your cooking video takes off and YouTube recommends gardening because that's the only other videos in Roblox to the cooking video that took off. It's not going to work. However, if your channel is all about baking or all about Roblox, it's going to get people to continue to watch more and more of your content, which is going to grow your channel. So it's all up to you. If you want to just, if you're just having fun with YouTube, you want to put out fun content, go for it. But if you really want to turn it into a sustainable, income or side income, you do need to niche down. Potentially need an editor. Yeah. And whoa. What timing? Exactly. Don't give out my cell phone number. I'm going to get hacked, man. That'll get me hacked, bro. Legitly. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to ban my own brother from my stream. All right. All right. I'm gonna head out, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It was fun. Probably will do this again. I'm not really planning on putting out a lot of content for December, so probably next week I'll be doing a live stream. Hello, Golden Waffle, even though we're leaving. Give me some time to put those timestamps in, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next live stream. Thanks for joining.